guys, Britta here. As most of you know, The Cursed Child comes out July 31st, July 30th if you go to the midnight releasing, which I am able to do. So, for July, I am not reading anything but Harry Potter. It's been a couple years since I've read all of the Harry Potter books from first to last. Most of the time when I read Harry Potter nowadays, because I've read them quite a few times, I'll actually show you my books here in a minute, you'll be able to see. I've read them 80 plus times. Through and through. So, when I hit high school and going into my college and stuff, I never picked up Harry Potter again. I picked up mostly the fourth book because the fourth book is my favorite, and I think I picked up the seventh book a couple times, but it's been years since I've read them all the way through. So July, I'm dedicating just Harry Potter, and I'm going to start from the first and go all the way to the seventh, and then on the midnight releasing, I'll be reading The Cursed Child. I'm still up on the wall about the up on the fence about The Cursed Child. I'm not really a big, I guess, script reader or plays and stuff. It took me a really long time to get into Shakespeare, and now that I'm into Shakespeare, I really like it, and I like reading it as a play. So, wish me luck on that. So I will show you some Harry Potter knickknacks. Right now, Harry Potter is in the corner of my shelf, and I will show you. I just have it hidden right there in the back. Not because I don't like it. I really do like Harry Potter. I have a lot of books, guys. So none of my original copies have like the dust jackets because my brother read them. They were his first, and then they were given to me. And for some reason, my brother never kept his dust jackets, which really sucks because have you seen like the Scholastic dust jackets? I love them. So these look like they've been through a lot. So here's the first one. As you can tell, it's really ripped apart, and my brother and I we love these books. My brother's read them, I think, close to 60 times, and then, like I said, I read them 80. Like, they've gone through a lot of backpacks and a lot of moves, and, like, this one still has my brother's signature. And, like, okay, so he got them in 2000 from our grandparents, so that's when we started them, and then there's a lot. So that one's pretty destroyed. This one is the first one, obviously. But I also have a second copy of the first one, which has the dust jacket. My mom was getting her set. She was buying a set for herself, and she was nice enough to get me the first one. And this one is in brand new condition. And I'm really excited. I don't think I'm going to read this copy. Well, I might. But these ones they hold so much for me. So I have not the new first one. I have a new first copy for me. And then we have the second book. Again, no dust jacket. This one is kind of okay. It's still kind of ripping at the seams. I don't think the second one was a favorite of me or my brother. I can't remember exactly what my brother's favorite one is. I think it was the Goblet of Fire, the same as me. So here's the second one. No, his was the third one. This one. The Prisoner of Azkaban. So this one's in pretty good condition. I mean, it's definitely, like, the crease has been broken. And I don't think we're missing any parts of this one. Yes, some books have... Oh, no, I lied. Here's a fallout section of The Prisoner of Azkaban. So here's the third. They're so worn. Guys, you can barely, like, see what they are. Oh. Okay, so this fourth one I've read more than 80 times because it's my favorite Harry Potter book. It's a Triwizard Tournament. I love it. I just, right? Yeah, what am I talking about? I'm getting them confused. So this is my baby. It's so ripped apart. It has stains. It is falling apart. But it's my favorite. And I read this in middle school. So it's so funny because it says James's book. James's book's Britta's gay book. Like, middle school, guys. And so it's so destroyed. This one is falling apart. There's a section of it missing. There's pages missing here, and they fall out. And then flip back a little further, and there's a section missing. Oh, you guys can't. You can see that falling out, but it's just, they're falling apart. But I can't bring myself to get rid of them. I want to keep them forever. And they're all first edition, US first edition too, but not like I'm ever gonna sell them. Like, you know how people buy first editions and they're like, oh, I'm gonna sell it. I'm never selling these. Ever. Just because, like, my brother used to read them to me, and I think my mom read us the first one. Part of the first one. She read some of it. Oh, for Goblet of Fire, I do have a new copy, simply because it's my favorite one, and that one is missing parts, so that was one I really wanted to get a new cover or a new book for. That way when I read it, I wasn't missing anything. Okay, so now we hit the thick books with the fourth one. But now we hit the better condition books on my shelf for these. Kind of. I mean, they're worn. So here's the fifth one. The fifth one. Or I should do it this way. That way you guys can see it rather than going like this. So there's the fifth one. Like I said, it's pretty worn. The sixth one isn't that bad. It's just the corners because they've gone through a couple moves. And there's the sixth book. Half-Blood Prince. So there's the sixth one. Like I said, it's in pretty good condition. I mean, I still want to get a whole new set. That way they're not destroyed around the edges because it kind of bothers me, but not for these as much. And here is the seventh one. The Deathly Hallows. I actually remember going to the midnight releasing for this. We didn't go to Barnes & Noble or anything. We just went to Walmart because of where we lived. There wasn't a Barnes & Noble near us, and books. So here's the seventh one. This is probably the best. Yeah, it's definitely the best copy out of the original set that my brother and I had. So, I mean, there's nothing missing. There's just a little worn. So, July, only Harry Potter. That's all I get to read. So these next 2 days, because this is Wednesday, the 29th, and then we have the 30th, and then we hit July. I'm not reading anything but Harry Potter. So, I'm trying to finish up the last 2 books I have to read, which is this one, The World of Ice and Fire by George R. R. Martin. I'm about halfway through it. This one is the one that I think is going to take me the longest, simply because words. So many words, not enough pictures, except for some maps. So much. It's like reading a textbook, but it's a fun textbook because it's history, and I like history, but it's history for the Game of Thrones. And then my cat sneezed. And then I need to finish up the one. This is the last book of the selection series. Before y'all jump on me on this, I don't consider the novellas part of it, or the ones that don't include America. That's like a deals with America's Child. That's kind of a second part of the series. It's not the original. So I need to finish the one, and then after I finish the one, which will probably be today, and then tomorrow I will upload a video talking about the selection, the elite, and the one. I don't have a copy of the selection. I don't have a copy of any of them. They're library books. So I will definitely do a video just talking about what I think about them, and you know. So I'm going to do that tomorrow, but like I said, July, all Harry Potter. I definitely want to do a video when I get the Cursed Child. I'm not going to spoil it, like, that's rude. It's Harry Potter. You don't spoil that. So what I'm probably going to do is I'll upload a video just kind of like flipping through it, just so people who are on the fence about getting it kind of know what's in it. Okay, so sorry about that. My computer stopped filming simply because I ran out of space on my computer. I'm good now, though. Okay, so for people who are on the fence, they can decide if they really want to get it or if they just want to wait, because I'm pretty sure it's like $30 to get it, so that's a lot whenever you think about it in money. So that way you know, I can wait until it comes out with the definitive, because this is the rehearsed edition, so it won't have everything. Well, it'll have what they rehearse to do, and then they're going to adjust it like how they do on plays. They're going to adjust it once they start performing it. So this, I'll explain that in that video, because I'll make one. So I'll definitely do that. And then once I finish reading it, I'll upload a review. I'll definitely have it where there's a non-spoiler part, and then for people who've read it, spoiler. I'll do the same for the Harry Potter books, because there are still people who haven't read Harry Potter. I'm looking at you, Timberly. That's my best friend. She hasn't read them. She's watched the movies, but she hasn't read the books, and she's an avid reader, and guys. So, yeah. There's my Harry Potter collection, and I will start Friday, I believe Friday, and I'll start with the Sorcerer's Stone, probably this copy. So I'm gonna do that, and I might even use, okay, so, look! Okay, so my mom and I match, and we have copies of these, and I am a Slytherin. Sorry. Apparently that offends people. So I might... right there. So I might... So I might be using one of my fancy bookmarks for this. They have not been used. So maybe I'll do that. Who knows? Alright. Well, I will leave links to the Goodreads for all the Harry Potter books. I'll probably leave a link for the Pottermore, so you guys, if you haven't, you guys can know what house you're in. It's always fun. I'll leave the links for all my social media accounts down below. And yeah. Throughout the reading of these books, I've asked people what their views are on them, what their favorite books are, and as I go through each review of them, I will let you know what everyone says, and I will also link their channels, or not their channels, their Instagrams, or whatever below when I get to that book, or, you know, it's probably characters, because I did ask favorite characters, and some favorite characters are not in the first couple books, and you gotta build your way to some characters, so I will definitely do that. Alright, this video's horribly long because I'm not editing, because I just want to get this uploaded, because I gotta read really big books with a lot of words. Alright, so this is going up in like an hour whenever this happens, so leave comments. If you guys have a favorite character or a favorite book, please leave comments. That way it's not like I'm reading them by myself. Yeah. So definitely leave comments down below and let me know who your favorite characters are, if you have all of it. Just anything you have to say about Harry Potter. If it impacted your childhood, if you had someone who read them to you, if you have a billion cool editions because you're awesome, let me know. All right. Bye, guys.